Good morning and welcome back to the vlog. It is Friday. I'm racing Bolton 70.3 on Sunday, so welcome to the Bolton 70.3 vlog. I'm just about to go swimming. Final little session ahead of Sunday. Friday is a swim club that I go to, so I always enjoy into that, so I'm gonna just take it easy. I won't do the full session, but I'll maybe call it a day at maybe 1800 to 2k and just move a little bit, just get my body moving, but nothing too crazy. So I'll have to go do that, and then I am registering today and just getting all sorted for Sunday, which is exciting. Just parked up in sunny Bolton. Welcome to Bolton. To go and register, get my race pack, get my number. It's a miserable day in Bolton, so if it brightens up before Sunday. Like, I'm grateful for it being so close to home. Bolton is just such a random place to race, isn't it? I'm just at the finish line here, on the sec. Here's the finish line. They do the night run tonight, so I think that's all set up and sorted.
There's your bib number. Just remember to fill in your info.
Good morning. It is the day before race day. I've just been to have my hair braided, so that's all sorted. I'm just about to put my elastic laces in my shoes because if you've seen my last vlog, you'll see how painfully slow my T2 was, and these are little things that can just speed up transition. You know, you don't spend all these hours training to knock like 10 seconds off your swim time to then go and mess it all up in transition, taking 2 minutes to put your shoes on. So I'm gonna do that. I've just been to go and look at my bike. Basically I was gonna look at it and see where I can tape gels and things, and then press the back wheel, and it's completely flat. So I bumped it up the other day, like not just like lost a bit of air, which is completely normal, like it is not got a single bit of air in it. So I pumped it up the other day after I built it, and the front wheel is still, front tyres are still very much inflated. The back one, however, is not. So I can't see any punctures, I can't hear any air coming out of it. I don't know. Bloody bikes, like, bikes, they're so annoying. Like, you'd think at this point in life, how much we spend on bikes, that there's a better solution for not having to put air in tyres. And I know that if they were just a block bit of rubber, they'd be too heavy, blah blah blah. But anyway, Mum's just back from the walk with the dogs. Hello, darling. But anyway, that's my tyre rant. You don't need to hear about that. So I'm going to go sort these laces out, then we're going to take the bike down to the bicycle lounge. I need to go there anyway to pick up some of the bits of nutrition from them. They've got some Morton gels for me, but anyway, they'll solve everything, or they'll at least reassure me a little bit. The last thing I want is to go into transition on, hello darling, go into transition tomorrow morning and the wheel to be completely flat. So go and get dry. So anyway, we'll see.
I want him to be in orange tomorrow.
Anything to add?
How do I look? To what?
The vlog.
Yes. It's been a very, very stressful morning. It's been really stressful, and I'm going out the nowhere entry, but it's been so stressful. We've just been trying to do our best, haven't we?
Right, basically, my back tyre was completely flat when I just went to go and look at my bike. So, rushed down to the bicycle lounge, my favourite place where I'm in there all the time. I literally walked in, he's like, what's happened now? I had to go in there anyway because he's got me some Morton gels to try, which was very kind of him. But yeah, so I've taken that in there and they're just looking at it now.
Some of us already been biking today.
Gaz has already been out on his bike. He went out at like 5 o'clock this morning.
4 AM alarm.
So anyway, yeah, dropped my bike off. They're gonna look at the back tyre and see what's wrong with it. But they were like, well, we don't have any, I've got small wheels on my bike, like 650s, whatever that means, so they don't have any in, so hopefully it's not like an actual tyre issue, and maybe just like the valves come loose or something. So leaving that with them till about 12. So I'm gonna go pack all my stuff up now, so that's all sorted, and then just go pick that up on the way to go and rack in the bikes. transition's open till about 5, so got time to rack the bikes, but it's just the stress. Oh my goodness, it's just a stress you don't need the day before you race. So anyway, we'll see what happens. And this is the current weather up north. It's supposed to dry up for tomorrow, we can hope.
I biked in this weather today.
He was supposed to do, how far were you supposed to do?
Well, no, I wasn't supposed to do anything. I said I'd go for a ride with Dan and Andy, and we said 40k, and I was gonna, potentially, if I found the time.
There was time. There was time. You're riding at 5 AM this time.
The day really catches up with me sometimes. I was gonna do some extra. I just haven't managed to have the time.
He was gonna do like an extra 40k loop, and then he was like, oh no, we're coming back inside, it's raining.
So I did upper body instead. Dan. No. What are we doing?
Right, we're going to go to transition to drop everything off, but first we need to go pick up my bike and hope that it's fine. So yeah, we'll go to the bike shop, pick that up, and then head to transition to go rack and drop the bags.
Should I drive you there?
Oh please. £1,000 in cash. I've got my knife. Nothing wrong with it.
No.
So they say. One sec. Is that alright now?
Yeah, as long as
not even in, I need to pull it forward. But yeah, he's put a load of air in it and said nothing was wrong with it. How did you get that in before?
I'll do it. You get in here.
We're at T2, dropping off our run transition bag. It's actually in a tent, I'm assuming, because they think it's going to rain. Right, so just checking out transition, bike in there, and then my bike is on this first row here, which is ideal, so come in here, 142, and then we run over to that tent where, just on this side here, and then we run out over there. The pre-race day ritual. Chicken select always.
No, it's great times. Get your drink.
Thank you so much.
Hurry up. Bring your run.
We've just arrived at Pennington Branch. This is where T1 is and where the swim is.
Miles away.
Miles away. We've figured out that Bolton is a faff.
Bolton is a massive faff because
it's a lot of driving.
10 miles away as a minimum.
It's like 16 miles.
Yeah, 16 miles.
16 miles from Bolton to get to the swim to drop off. You have to go to T2 to drop off your run bag, whereas in
I was said you want Chester Gears down here.
yeah, but in Copenhagen they did it all for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, will you take my bag? I'll take just how he is.
Whoa. Whoa. Speedy. Wow. Go on the left hand side of the road. You're not in Portugal. She does not know her left and rights, by the way. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Oh, no what?
Bird just shit on me there. That's good news, I think. I think it's good luck.
Oh, watch out.
I think it's good luck.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like sea lions coming out.
No, bird just shit right here.
That's getting you back for the one that you just ran over on the way. That was sad.
That was sad.
That was actually really sad. That was horrible. It just flew into the road.
Actually, a pigeon flew into the road when I was travelling on the motorway and just sat on the motorway.
Oh, it did. It just
I couldn't
sat.
even slam on.
It was such a
I couldn't
fun.
slam on because I still would have hit him anyway.
It was awful. I thought, to be fair, that's the only thing that like upsets you in life is animals,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's like,
I actually was
look,
properly good.
You were good.
I was. It's not as big as my Orca one, is it?
No, it's little, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, they've got more rows of bikes.
Oh yeah, there's loads.
Shorter and faster. We're all wrapped and ready to go. Bike's left there, nutrition on my bike, water's on my bike, we're all sorted, so I just need to check my tyres in the morning to make sure that they've not gone down, and we're ready to race. Just checked out the swim as well. That's all looking good. Yeah, time to go to bed. It's like 3:30, 20 to 4. This is such an early race start. I don't remember a race start this early ever. Maybe my Ironman, but I don't even think it was this early. Anyway, welcome to race day. I feel like this early morning is harder than the actual race is going to be. I feel, you know, when you know that feeling when you're up so early and you feel sick. Like when you go into the airport and you feel sick. That's how I feel now. And I need to eat some food. First world problems, like, it's really not a big deal, but I feel ill. I'll be fine once we're up and in the car and on the way. But yeah, I've just got my normal cereal. I've got, what are they, Cheerios this morning. We're on our way.
So you're walking to this triathlon start, is it? Swim first, is it? Swim then bike then run, is it?
Oh, we need to watch out because we're going to run over before the race. So yeah, we're doing this thing called the triathlon.
So you swim first.
Swim first, you come out the swim, you change into your cycling gear, you do a bit of a bike ride.
I think that's decathlon you're talking about.
Do you want to talk about?
Yeah. I think you're talking about a decathlon or a heptathlon.
And then when you finish your little bike ride, you just run. You run a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, when I went into transition yesterday, I must have been smiling that much that the one was like, "Is it your first time?" I was like, "No, it's not, but I'm just really excited to be here."
I'm just happy.
We're walking to transition. I'm feeling really nervous today, I'm not gonna lie. But on my hand, I have written confident and I am awesome. One of my clients told me to say that to myself like I mean it on the way round, and that instantly just gives me that like push to realise I am awesome. Like, this is pretty awesome what I'm doing. So that's on my hand for now. And it's cloudy, it's supposed to rain later. Shock, racing in the UK. And
should be dry most of the day.
Hopefully. Next time you see me, hopefully, will be on Carl's camera, who's our videographer for the day. Hopefully getting some cool shots of me just looking great doing triathlon. I've got a vision in my head. Whether that comes to life, we'll see. Or I'll just look like an absolute dickhead in my swimming hat and in my helmet. I think is going to be option number 2.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't agree. I'm imagining myself like running out the water like Lucy Child, like looking cool. Reality is going to be like snot out my nose, stumbling out the water. But anyway, that's what we do. So anyway,
see you soon. Oh, he's Laura already. She's going to smash it, isn't she? And I was like, yeah, that'll do well.
thanks.
It's good.
I need to put my wetsuit on and use the loo as well.
There's massive queue for the toilet, but go stand in the toilet now.
I'll stand in it, and if I'm not getting close, I'll just...
Oh no, it's up there. Sorry. It's massive now.
Oh, I'll just wear my wetsuit.
The only other way you can maybe go around them toilets.
Yeah, I'll just get my wetsuit. I'm going to go get in the water. I'll put my wetsuit on and get in the water.
Yeah, cool. What time is it? You don't get any water now. It's now in. Oh, you can do it now. Okay.
Should we walk down that way anyway?
Yeah, let's go and walk.
To you, and then...
Yeah, I'll take it to that. You can carry it to the back of the car. Yeah, exactly. If anyone wants to know what's looking at the toilet, that's the one
Last season.
smash it. Exciting.
Welcome to the Pirates.
Exciting times.
Doing the Ironman 6, we are 30 minutes away from go time. And let me tell you, those 30 minutes. This is for all the women in the house, a little celebration of the extra bit of glamour and smile that we bring to the stoplight.
We're back again. Bolton 70.3, a lovely medal. I really like this one. It's a little bit different. It's blue. It's just a bit different. I really like this one. It's cool. Also, the t-shirt, also like this one. The colour is nice. I think often you go to races and they put like just stupidly bright colours, and you know, sometimes you just want a t-shirt that you can actually wear, and this is one I feel like I'll actually wear. Bolton 70.3 did it, smashed it, so happy. It was a really, really great day. Well, you can just see here his bum. Darling, should we turn you around? Should we try to turn you around? Because people might want to see your bum. Come this side. Let's cover him up. Cover this bum. Oh, there we go. Let's get to it. So, if you haven't watched my last vlog, last weekend I did the European Championships out in Portugal. Obviously I went into that race ill, so I had to hold back a little bit on that race, knowing that I wanted to push harder on this race. Obviously this race was back home. I haven't raced in the UK for such a long time, so it was nice to race back home. Both my mum and dad could come. Obviously Gaz was there, a few of our friends were there, so it was just like, I knew a lot of people out supporting on the course, which was nice, and obviously people like racing as well. A lot of, obviously majority of the athletes racing yesterday were British, so you do kind of see a lot of similar faces like at races, but also like on social media you start to talk to people, so I sort of recognised quite a few people, which was really nice. I bumped into a few people I knew, so it was just a nice race to be part of, because it was just super friendly, great atmosphere, great community, and that's something I really enjoyed about the race. Race morning, oh my god, I really struggled with breakfast race day morning. So it was a 6:15 start. It was a 3:30 get up. It was leaving here at 4:30. I'm gonna force down those Cheerios at 3. No, I tried to push it back as far as possible. I think it was about 4 o'clock I had them. And I just felt queasy eating them. And from eating them, well, for most of the day, I just felt queasy. I don't know what it was. To the swim start, I was feeling super nervous actually going into this race. As I said, like I knew loads of people spectating, I knew loads of people racing. Not that there's any pressure on me, like I'm the only person that puts pressure on myself, but you know, I wanted to do a good job, and I wanted to race hard as well. I'd spoken to my coach and we'd sort of discussed, you know, I am capable of pushing myself that little bit more, and I sometimes, you know, leave a little bit in the tank because I'm worried, like, what if I push too hard and I like blow up? What if I push too hard and just completely then bonk? And that's never happened. So I still haven't, not that you want to reach that limit, you know, but I've never reached that point. So, you know, there's still room to push. I think that just comes with confidence, and I literally wrote on my hand, confident, just reminding myself to race with confidence. So I got in the water and swam hard because I've been known to just ease into it, which you want to do if you're new to the sport. You want to ease into the swim. You don't want to go all guns blazing and just absolutely like fly out there and hope for the best, because you will find that you struggle to catch your breath and struggle to breathe. So, but I just went in hard, and I did my first 500 meters in, I think, 7:45. I then started feeling really queasy. I don't know what it was, but you know that feeling when you just like, I was like, maybe I just need to burp, you know, you just feel a bit gassy. And I just was like, I'm gonna have to stop and I'm gonna have to be sick. I felt really, really sick. I don't know what that was, and whether I'd swallowed some water, whether it was just the nerves and the food and the early morning, and I'm not too sure what it was. Got to the end of the swim, got out and was running out of the swim, and again just felt like I needed to be sick. And I kind of said to myself, you can't stop, you don't have time to stop, you need a quick transition, you need to get out on the bike. If you're going to be sick on the bike. So carried on, ran back to transition, had a really quick seamless transition. I think because I was focusing on transition and getting through transition, I'd kind of forgot that I felt queasy. Got onto my bike, and again just I just don't know what it was, but it's just this overwhelming feeling of queasiness, and that lasted for most of the bike, and I had to force myself to have my gels. I had my first 40 gram carb gel as soon as I got on the bike. I always do that, so I tried to just, rather than focusing on how I felt in that moment, I tried to focus on, this is what I do, this is the plan, like, get on with it. So yeah, stuck with the game plan. Had my gel, and just makes me feel sick thinking about it, but I had that gel and just tried to get my head down, had some water to just try and ease the queasiness, and yeah, and kind of settled into it, but that queasy feeling didn't go away. And I had my solids as well, so I have the SAS solid bars, and I also had a Bolton solid. I was like nursing this one piece, you know, when you're like chewing something and you've got like your mouth's dry, and I was just like, yeah, like chewing on it, and I couldn't get it down. I had to put it away because yeah, I just couldn't. So that was funny. I've never experienced that in a race. Usually I'm like, right, when can I eat? But I really struggled to get my nutrition down. So an hour passed, and again I was like, you're gonna need to have another gel. I had a 20 gram carb gel, and again just tried to have that as quick as possible. There was a couple of times about 40k into the bike, I just, like, you know, when you just heave a little bit, I just had a couple of like couple of heaves. Don't know what it was. I don't know if I was like mentally like trying to make myself sick to sort of like get rid of that sicky feeling. I don't know. But anyway, my fueling on the bike was just a bit miserable. I would say max on the bike 110 to 120 grams of carbs, which is nowhere near enough. It's one of those things, like, you can't know what you're going to feel like on race day. Obviously Bolton roads, well, the first loop was fine, the first 2 loops were fine, nice and flat, fast, perfect, but the roads were wet, and I saw a girl in front of me fly off her bike when she was going around a corner. She'd just overtaken me and then went around this corner and flew off. I was like, oh god, like, that could have been me as well. It was dangerous out there on the roads because it had rained all night, and it had rained a bit in the morning. That first climb, I mean, the course suited me. I think I'm definitely a stronger rider on a slightly hillier course. It's not to say I love like a really hilly course. A few hills, a bit of undulation, because I'm quite strong, my legs are quite powerful on the climbs. So yeah, was able to climb really well. Then we got to the main climb of the route, which you do twice, and it wasn't as bad as I was expecting, actually. Maybe that's because I'm more confident on the climbs like than I used to be. Maybe I'm a bit more of a stronger climber. The climb wasn't too awful, so I was happy with that. Once I'd done it once, I was like, oh, was that it? That's fine, that's cool. I can do that again, it's no issue. I was expecting a worse climb from like things I've heard about Bolton in previous years, but obviously the course has changed so much since it was a full. So Did that and I was like, cool, I can do that again. And then, yeah, you come down that climb, super fast descent to then a sharp left turn, to which no marshal was at the bottom. There was a girl, a lovely girl that I literally did the whole route with. We were just like, she overtook me, I overtook her, she overtook me. We were just like together the whole route, both being like, I know I was and I know she was, both being really respectful of like the drafting, making sure neither of us were drafting, and it was just nice to have company. Whenever she'd come past, we'd like say hi, we'd chat. We were going up the climb and we were climbing literally exactly the same speed, so we were like chatting a little bit, which was really nice just to have that bit of company, and that, again, that community, it's just really nice. Yeah, you come down that descent and she'd said to me, just be careful when you get to the bottom of this descent, it's a sharp left turn, like you really need to slow down. And had she not, obviously I would have slowed down anyway, but it is a really fast descent and you would expect someone to be at the bottom. Like if it was in Spain, they love a whistle in Spain, they would be blowing those whistles because to warn people coming around that corner. I'm sure people have fallen coming down that descent 100%. And you go into Bolton, you come back out and you go and do that climb again. The second loop, the course was just so congested, and the bike route, it runs alongside the run route, and it was so narrow. You could sort of fit like 2 bikes next to each other max on some parts of it. So it was just like a peloton of people all just moving together. There were just so many people on the course on the second loop round, and at points it was just impossible to not draft, because you just got stuck behind someone that you couldn't overtake. Yeah, I did have to freewheel quite a bit there as well, because you just couldn't pedal past people at points. So that was I guess a bit frustrating, but you know, it is what it is. It can't be helped, everyone's in the same position. And you know, I wasn't on a super busy course the whole way around, so did the climb again, all fine, came back then down, and you're heading back into town, into transition for the run. I didn't actually say, where's my phone? I didn't actually say what my swim time was. The swim time was 30 minutes 14 seconds, so about a minute faster than I did in Portugal last week, which is great. Really happy with that. I definitely swam stronger. I felt myself swimming stronger. I pushed harder, and I'm happy with that. Average 136 per 100, third in my age group, 10th female and 56th overall. And then my bike time, which I was really happy with. I was super happy with my bike time, especially because it was a hilly route. It was about, I think about 800 or so meters of elevation, so not too dissimilar from Mallorca, and I got 246.50 for my bike. So again, 6th in my age group, 10th female, again 215th overall, average 32.2 kilometers per hour. So I was made up with that, because with the hills and the road surface, bloody hell, the road surface, some parts, I mean, just typical English roads, just bumpy everywhere, people's water bottles flying off everywhere, canisters coming off bikes, like things were just flying off of people's bikes the whole way around. I came into transition feeling good. Transition came on me quicker. Like, I don't know, I was trying not to check my watch too much. I get into a really bad habit of checking every 5k when it beeps, seeing what time I did, trying to work out, well, if I carry on at this speed, then I'll get this time. And it just can, especially when I'm moving on to doing my Ironman next, that's my next race, you can't be looking at your watch every 5k for 180k. So just trying to get out that habit of looking at it sort of every 8 to 10 minutes when it clicks over to 5k. It just felt like it went a lot quicker and I enjoyed the bike a lot quicker. So trying not to look at your watch is definitely a good thing to do there. I got onto the run and was feeling strong coming off the bike. The support was amazing. Again, I've said it before, like I feel like as women get a slightly more, I mean the men get support as well, but I feel like the women get quite a lot of support, because, you know, I think there was like less than 10%. Was there less than 10% women doing this race? Let me have a look. Maybe about 15%. 241 females out of 1,435 athletes. There's not that many females that do it, so I feel like we do get really nice support, which is amazing, and especially sort of coming off the bike. And I think I was 5th female onto the run course. Yeah, it just felt like we got a really nice reception. So the thing with Bolton run course though is it's like twisty and turny. You're going up and down and you're backing yourself and here, there and everywhere, and then it's also got a couple of absolute killer hills in it. So the first one being like super steep. You come like up and around and it's so steep. You're in a park. At that point, I don't know, I think it was maybe when my gels were, my back was really sore. I think I'd put too many gels in the back of my tri-suit, and I think my posture was a bit off. My back was really sore as I was running. So came up to this hill, my back was sore, and I was like, fucking hell, and I just stopped and walked up this hill. I was like, pull yourself together, Laura, you're literally 5k into this run, like, get moving. And at that point I caught up with the girl and she was like, come on, let's go, we've got this. So then you sort of weave your way through this park, and then you get up onto the road that we were cycling on before, and it's like a gradual climb, 2k out, and then you turn and it's kind of a gradual descent, 2k back in, and then you get back into this park, and obviously you go down all those big hills, which is nice. Pace absolutely plummeted when I got to the hill, obviously, and then what I was proud of was I was able to pick up my pace again. And that was I was really proud of myself for sort of overcoming that mentally. When I got to the flats, I was able to pick up my pace and bring it back down to sort of like a 4:28. So apart from when I was going up, my pace was around sort of that 4:25 to 4:28, which I was really happy with. In my head I was sort of aiming for 4:25. Felt really strong on my run. It was just when I got to those hills, I think my head just dropped, and I was like, I can't do it. Like, I literally told myself I can't do it and started walking, and then I was like, what are you doing? Like, get moving. So yeah, overall had a strong run leg, really well supported, which was so nice. It really makes a difference when there's support out there, so that helped massively. Yeah, I was happy with my run. My overall run time, well, I was happy with my run considering the elevation. There was about 200 meters of elevation on the run course, which it says on the website, it says 100. I was like, well, that is a complete lie, it's double. Maybe that's 100 per lap. So, but anyway, it's one of those things. Overall time for the run was 1:35:44, which I was super happy with. As I said, especially considering that course, I'm happy with that time to sort of just about match what I did in Mallorca. Mallorca is like pancake flat. I'm really happy with that run. Overall time was, drum roll please, overall time was 4:59:35, which I'm so happy with, just snuck under 5 hours. So proud of myself. I came 5th overall female, and I came 4th in my age groups. Like at the European Champs, coming in 4th, just missing out on that podium. It's one of those things, like, you can't help who's going to show up on race day. The podium isn't the win. The win for me is that performance that I did yesterday. It was better than anything I could have expected. Not just the time, but just how I felt, my confidence when I was on the course, how I biked, how I swam, how I ran, how I got myself back from when I was walking up that hill thinking, oh my god, like, when I'd literally got to 5k and I hit that first hill, I was like, is this like the end of my run? Like, I've been doing so well this whole time, and now I've had to walk a bit of that hill, and I've never walked in a 70.3. So coming back from that was the win. Enjoying it was the win. Like, there were so many wins, and whilst it would have been nice to obviously be on that podium, go to the award ceremony, get an age group prize, like, it's one of those things. Yeah, I'm just over the moon with that performance. It's definitely a race that I would recommend. That I think the English crowds do just get behind everyone. The finish line, I think how it's set up as well, it's outside the town hall, there's loads of steps in front of the town hall, so everyone was obviously positioning themselves on there as if it was like a grandstand, and then obviously people next to the red carpet.
And we've got Louis York.
You run past the red carpet a couple of times, so you kind of soak up that atmosphere like 3 times in total. So that was just really special. And then because you come and run out and sort of back to get to the finish line, as I was come down to the finish line, I saw my parents up by the town hall, so I ran in and was like waving my arms, and I was like waving to them. Afterwards I was watching, because I had a few athletes racing, and it's just nice to cheer other people on. That's what I love doing. When I finish my race, I always go and cheer other people on, because I think like that's the right thing to do, and it just makes me so happy seeing other people and like helping them, pushing them on. I definitely do that one again. I think just with it being so close to home, obviously don't have to pack up my bike and fly it to another country. Whilst it was a bit of faff the day before, racking everything, you know, that's one of those things, that's just the day before race day, isn't it? It happens at every race. Yeah, overall, great experience, super happy with the result, really proud of my performance. I was just editing my European Champs vlog, and hearing what I said in that vlog about how I was really lacking in confidence and was just not feeling in a great place with it all. I feel as though the last 2 weekends racing and just proving to myself what I'm capable of, putting performances out there that I'm really proud of, that I can show off my hard work, that's just made me feel, yeah, a bit more confident, just really in a good place with it all, and just made me remember how much I love racing, how much I love triathlon, and just how great of a community it is. So that was just what was needed, I think, off the back of just being a bit low in confidence. I mean, rest day today, I feel good. I didn't sleep well last night. I never sleep well after races. Legs are a little bit sore, my upper body's a bit sore, but that's to be expected. So I'm going to have a rest day today. On that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. So thank you so much for watching the vlog, as always. Thank you for the support on here and on Instagram. It really does mean the world. I love like connecting with so many incredible people, and yeah, leave a comment, subscribe, and I don't know what the next video is going to be, but whatever it is, I'll see you in the next one.